interested me in the pollution prevention program was the ability to look at how sustainability and how pollution prevention works in a business setting. A lot of the internships and a lot of the positions I've had in the past have been more focused on government work and on sustainability and nonprofits. So it's really interesting to see the differences there. I have learned from corporate sustainability at Rhinegeist that it's different from nonprofits because it is driven a little bit more by costs and by return on investment. But that can be a big benefit because a lot of the sustainability projects we're working on do have a really good return on investment over just a few years. So that's a big benefit when you're proposing new projects. So I'm working on 3 primary projects at Rhinegeist. The first one is a waste audit that we're conducting, so looking at all of the solid waste that gets produced in the brewery. We're kind of doing that in 2 halves. So the first half is looking at all the solid waste that gets produced in the brewing process, in the packaging process, in the office spaces. And then the second half, which we'll be working on next week, is going to be looking at the tap room, the bar, rooftop bar space, things like that where the public is producing a lot of solid waste. So that's been really interesting to see what gets produced, and I'll be analyzing that data and providing some recommendations to the brewery based on that. And then the second project I'm working on is a carbon footprint analysis. So I'm looking at the carbon emissions that are produced from a single 12-ounce can of Rhinegeist Truth, which is the kind of flagship beer that Rhinegeist makes. And so that's required a lot of calculations and a lot of reaching out to different departments, but it'll provide a good baseline for the emissions that the beer is producing. And then the final project is just working on the 513 green certification through the county. So getting a lot of kind of cultural shift and different making different changes around the brewery to get that certification and become a little bit better environmental stewards.